All right, guys, welcome back to Turbo Time. Today we're going to be working on my buddy's A90. It has a BigBoost kit on it. We're going to be doing a valve cover, a PCV delete, the PCV block off, and a catch can setup on it. I'm going to draw a comparison between the BigBoost MPR1200 and the 65 Omega that's on my car. I'm going to give you guys a little overview on his car of what he has done. We're going to go from there. All right, so I have some stuff disassembled to be able to give you guys a better view of what this kit looks like. So the BigBoost kit, the big difference that I'm seeing, although there is a similar price point for this kit and the 65 Omega, is that it doesn't use the factory electronic wastegate, which you have to add to the cost you have to add a reflex to the cost of this kit, because you need a reflex or some other way to integrate with the DME for it to control boost. So I would say that's the biggest drawback. They're similar compressor sizes. He's having a little drain issue that we're also going to try to address. He's running almost 40 PSI in this setup. He does have a CSF manifold, port injection, low pressure fuel pump. So we're going to try to address this drain line issue. We're going to get this valve cover installed. But overall, cool to have another Supra here in the garage and be able to work on this car. So we're going to get to it. All right, guys, so we fast forwarded here just a little bit. We already got the valve cover off. If anybody would actually like a step-by-step, we can do one. But Kern and a few of the other guys have pretty comprehensive videos about getting this off. What we are going to be installing today is the PCV block-off pins. I'm going to show you guys where those go, because they were a little bit confusing to me. But it's going to be there, there, and there. And I'm going to show you these pins over here. This one is from Black Market Racing, and basically it's just going to be these guys here, and where they're going to go is just right onto here. And they did include a little tool to press them in there. We're going to get them pressed in there, and then I'll give you guys an update. All right, so basically the tool that they have was not very useful. So what we chose to do is just go ahead and line it up in the hole where it goes. I'm going to get it lined up straight. I got a socket that fits. In this case, it's a 3/8. And with our rubber hammer, we're just going to go ahead and seat that guy in there. Make sure we have a nice, good seat. And that's all it takes. All right, guys, so all our pins are installed. We're about to put the valve cover back on there. Do want to note, you usually want to coat just this edge in a little bit of oil to make sure you have a good mating surface when you put it back. I'm going to put you guys back on the time lapse, and we're going to start the reassembly process. Something that Kern and a couple of the other guys don't notate is for the A90 Supra in particular, the removal of the windshield wiper plastics. I didn't show you guys when we took them down, but I will show you when we put them back. And they do need to come off. I tried to do it without taking them off, but you absolutely need to be able to reach the two furthest back bolts. All right, guys, so the valve cover is on. I'm going to show you guys how I slide the injectors in and out. I chose to just pull them all out at once. All the seals and everything on our particular set looked good, so we chose not to replace them at this time. Plus they were on back order, but you can take them all out in one piece and you can put them back in as one unit, and I'm going to show you guys how. All right, guys, these should slide in relatively explanatory, and they should pretty much be able to seat all on their own. And then what I usually like to do is we'll get their bolts. And I don't torque them right away. I just kind of hand tighten them in a crisscross pattern. It gets the rail to seat, and then we torque them to spec, which is 12 Newton meters. All right, guys. Well, we are on to the black market race oil catch can kit. Comes with this cool can. It does have the oil cap relief. And then we're gonna figure out where all of this stuff goes. It did bring a valve for down here below your turbo. Let's see if it'll focus on that. We have already installed that. That normally recirculates back to your intake. And we're gonna go ahead and get it on. As far as the BigBoost MPR1200 is what is on here. I know that there's many different versions of this same BigBoost kit at different price points. A couple observations that I'll make is the inlet and outlet of the MPR is a little bit smaller than the Remnant kit. It has a 3-inch downpipe, so it's not going to work with anything that you may have factory. He had to do a little custom work to make it work with the Toymay exhaust he has on here. His particular kit's been plagued with a few issues with drain and oil drain and leaks and that kind of stuff. Currently right now, he thought that it was smoking because of the PCV, but I believe that the turbo itself is has failed internally, as the car does smoke pretty bad under acceleration and deceleration. It seems to be burning a good bit of oil. So he's ordering a Precision 6466, similar to what comes with this kit, and we're going to try to swap the turbo. He's at about 5,000 miles on this kit, and it's given him quite a bit of trouble. So we're hoping to be able to correct that, getting rid of the MPR turbo and just putting a Precision turbo on it. That is one of the advantages of this kit, is that you can upgrade the turbo, as it is a full frame turbo, so you can swap out the turbo for a turbo of your choosing that will still fit in that location. That's pretty much it for this video, guys. If you like the videos, if it helps, share, like, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.